Good morning, class. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Actually, I can't see you. You can see me. But I miss you guys. All right, so this is going to be our first day of really live online learning. So I just wanted to let you know what we're going to be doing. First thing we're going to do is going to be very similar to our routine that we had in the classroom before. We're going to start with a sound drill, and then we're going to move on to words, and then sentences, and then short stories. So first thing I want you to do is go on to the Google Classroom and look for the file that is labeled Sound Drill. Okay, so what I would like you to do is I want you to open up that sound drill and follow the list, and I want you to see if you can remember the sound drill from memory. One of the things that's kind of cool about the notebook that you guys have been using is that it is pictures, so that should help you remember. I did give you a outline, and hopefully you remember them. Remember the sound drill. So if you don't, just let me know. Just email me, and then I'll give you more information. But with that, I would like you to try to see what you can come up with the sound drill. I want you to do the sound drill, and then I want you to voice record it for me and send it to me. Anybody who can give me that whole sound drill is going to get extra credit points. If you don't get it all, I'll still give you some points for what you get. Okay? So after the sound drill, what I want you to do is, these are the pages that we're going to be reading today. We're going to be reading out of Book 3, page 37, page 44, and page 50. So you have to go into that Google Classroom and find Book 3. Just click on that, and then you can scroll down to the pages. So I'm going to ask you to do that first. Okay, those are the directions. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read to you all of the words on page 37, and I'm going to read them at a nice even pace so that you can hear them. And then what I want you to do is I want you to read them to yourself. Of course, you're going to read it over and over. Remember, repeated reading is the best way to improve fluency. So I'm going to have you read that over and over, and then I want you to voice record those words so that you can sound nice and fluent and send that back to me. So we're going to do the same thing for the sentences and also the story. So here is page 37. And I'm going to go across. Intend, suppress, conquest, gastric, disgust, credit, slipshod, pigment, entrust, tinsmith, dissent, compost, untold, contrast, compress, exempt, culprit, indent, muskrat, inept, instep, conscript, emboss, midland, install, blemish, extent, humdrum, static, Mustang. So what you should have been doing was following along and reading those words in your head so that you can hear them pronounced correctly, and then you'll be able to do them by yourself. So if once you start reading, you forgot a word, you can just listen to this again. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to page 44. And I will read all 10 sentences. Please follow along so that you'll be able to hear every word, and then you'll be able to do it by yourself. Okay? Bob was absent from the French class. Did Matt insist that we finish the job? Beth had a splendid red dress. Bob had to go to the dentist. Tim had a red trumpet. Did Seth win the contest? Roxanne lost her handbag in the mall. Alfred has lots of talent with his drumsticks. Did Kim get the spinach salad? Kendall sat in the press box with his dad. Okay, again, you should have been following along, reading word for word along with me in your head, and then you're going to practice that on your own, voice record those, and send those back to me. We're going to move on to page 50. The story is called The Contest. The sight words are he and said. The contest. Ted plans to win the next contest. He will not let Jim or Patrick win. He must run as quick as a rabbit. At the gun, he must run fast. Blast off. It is such a thrill. The children had to run to the cliff, then to the pond and back. Ted was last, but he did not panic. He had to pass Patrick and Jim at the cliff. All of a sudden, Ted did pass Patrick and Jim. He ran to the pond and back. It was a thrill to win this contest at last, said Ted. Okay, so as you follow along, that should help you read any words that you might not have on your own. What I want you to do is I want you to read that over and over again, and then I want you to voice record yourself. It doesn't have to be video, but if you want to do video, you can certainly do that. And then I want you to send it back to me. And if you don't read it over and over, I'll be able to know that because your fluency won't be there. So please read it over and over so that you can sound nice and smooth. All right? All right, have a great day. You will get a grade for this, and I will give you feedback on it, and hopefully this will be an easy first lesson. All right, miss you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.